India sees itself as part of the Global South. We are perhaps, in many ways, the clutch of countries who have marshaled the energy of the South to ensure that spaces around development, around technology, around innovation and growth were accessible to the billions that were not part of the Atlantic system, right? So in that sense, we are the Global South. What we do and how we behave and how we interact is a Southern reality. It's not. We don't have to put an effort to be part of the South. We are the South, right? And we are as layered as many of other Southern countries who form part of the Global South. But it's equally true that due to our history, we are also very aligned in many ways to Western institutions, Western education, Western financial systems. Increasingly, our innovation and technology and knowledge space is absolutely in sync with what's happening in this country, right? So, as a friend of mine said, India is probably the world's first Southwest country. We are the Global South, but we are Western in certain aspects, and we are a bridge country therefore. Now, this is a very important and a unique position to be in. We all know that the South is rising. 2/3 of all global growth in this year has been contributed by emerging and developing countries, and up to 60 to 70% of all growth in the next 20 to 30 years is going to come from Africa and Asia and Latin America. Now, in this reality, as the South rises, many of those countries are going to make choices. Do they want political systems? What is the nature of those systems? What is the format and attributes of those systems? They can go east and look at China as a possibility, efficient, delivers big infrastructure at scale, and can lift people from their misery and challenges. That's one model. The other is they could look at a country like India, democratic, complicated, complex, and yet has lifted millions and millions and hundreds of millions in the last decade alone out of extreme poverty, abject poverty. Has created a different model, maybe not as exciting and as fast, but certainly more interesting and more inclusive than the other one, right? So we are a counterpoint that there is a different way for the Global South to rise. And I think our presence is an example